Welcome back to Let's Play Penumbra Overture. When we last left off, we had come through this door, and I stopped here because that was a save. Well, going through a door triggers a save. We had... let me find the right button. It would help if I hit that. That's not what I'm looking for. I believe I had found... No, I don't think I found it. Did I really leave it behind? I'm supposed to have a blank note. And I could have swore I picked it up. Ah, there it is. I have found the note. Okay, so it is in my journal, so that means I did pick it up. That's a wonderful, wonderful start so far. Okay, I need... that way. Go this way, this way. Yeah, basically the idea is... Well, I did the rooms a little backwards because I missed that tunnel that led through the spiders. He talks about having a code sheet, and he makes the remark that he hates having to go all the way to that biologist's office to read the codes. The idea there being that it's hinting to the existence of the black light in that room, which made all the writing on the walls glow, but will also make the code glow, because the code sheet is written in ultraviolet ink, so that it not only has a code on it, but only works if viewed in the right area or under the right light. Reminds me a bit of Gravity Falls. The journal had a secondary layer of writing written in ultraviolet ink, so that it's kind of a code within a code sort of situation. If the sheet of paper looks like it's... I mean, if you open a book and you see the visible text, you don't stop and think, well, maybe there's something else. But if the book is blank, you might stop and think. And that's why hiding it in plain sight behind writing that already exists is sometimes used as a little bit of a trick there. Where do I find... I know I have the blank note. I found the note, but as far as I can tell, there's no code written on it. Well, I need to pull it out then. Oh, it's going to be in my inventory, isn't it? Duh. Ah, with the UV light, there's some text showing up on that blank piece of paper. Well, I never would have thought to look in my inventory. The note reads, storage password 1371. Ah, it's not going to show up in there. That's good. Turn that light off. And switch to the glow stick because, well, I guess the flashlight helps. Trying to conserve the flashlight's energy. Then again, I'm a little too conservative with it. I'm bad about being that type. Game gives me some really useful item, but it's limited in usage, so I end up never using it. I'm that one person that, when I play Dark Souls, like, almost never uses a humanity or human effigy, because they're, well, not counting the DLC for Dark Souls, they were, you know, limited and hard to get, so there's always that feeling of not wasting them. But then if an item is unlimited, you have no dispute about using it. It's meant to make you think about item usage, instead of just having an unlimited number of something. Say, if the flashlight has unlimited battery, you just keep it on forever. But having a battery meter makes you stop and think a little bit more about using it. And I've already forgotten the code. 1371. But yeah, there's always an interesting point there in game design between having enough of an item, but not too much, but not too few. If there's only one of an item in a game, then you may never use it. Or you might save it for the final boss, assuming the game has a boss. Case in point, there's a Doge. Doge! Sorry about that. I did not see him coming. And there's a worm. Doge worm. Doge worm. Go away. Go away.
Really, the hunger is becoming rather uncomfortable here. How far away are you? You cannot be far. I am held captive by a wall of stone and 4 hours to the mine. As a King Roman, there are many roles to be played. You must act the scientist who makes potions, act the renegade in plot destruction. On you travel through the tools with which you will fashion my recipe. You may discover the place of my last meal. Be careful. The shiny solid floor of water is not as solid as it seems. Poor Red was almost swallowed whole. The two fools he never plummeted into my domain have long since departed, though not I expect from whence they came. I ate ravenously of biped meat that day, but Red promises feasting only began when the man became pungent, when the stench of life had gone, and only the sweet aroma of decay remained.
Sorry, I was being quiet to let Red talk. Interesting note, you see how they run away sometimes and how that attracts the attention of any other Doge that happens to be nearby. It also seems to heal them. Nope, it's just a different Doge. And they were just, I was just not hitting the same Doge in order enough time, so it looked like he was taking a lot more hits than he should have been. That music is far too loud, isn't it? Changing my volume is no benefit to y'all. It's just gonna come running out of the woodworks when I least expect it. Or not, it ran away completely. There's still a Doge in this area, but I'm gonna leave him be for now, because I am busy. Oh, I gotta put that away. Oh, crap. He's not following me. Really? There's Doges everywhere. I really feel bad about having to do this. I apologize. I'm gonna be honest, I really do not enjoy having to sit there and hit dogs with a pickaxe. But they instigated the fight, so you know, I do not condone violence against animals or anything. I enjoy that far too much. Run, 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 run. Another steam area. See, I think the idea, I figured out what these areas are for. I'm still not 100% sure whether the game designers intended for you to take a pickaxe and defeat the dogs with it. I think what you're supposed to do is open this door, lure the dog here, throw beef jerky in there, and then when he goes in there, you're supposed to pull this lever, which then fries them. I believe might be what the game designers intended there. Lake Utakak. Why is there a lake? Aren't we like, you know, half a mile underground by now? I assume we're getting deeper and deeper. I mean, I know there's underground lakes and all, but it's got a name. How deep underground could it? A flare and some painkillers and a note. Last will and testament of Joe Freeman. Final thoughts, 10/10/2000. I, Joe Freeman, would like to leave all my personal belongings to my sister May in the knowledge that she will distribute them wisely. We always used to say, better to die young than never live at all. I guess we're going to get our wish. I know enough about survival to realize I won't be surviving much longer. Jono, my buddy, I just don't know. My left leg is broken in 3 places, and I suspect I may have also shattered my pelvic bone. 3 hours ago, after we'd set up camp, Jono set off to find some usable timber for the fire. When he got back, he was very excited. I couldn't work out what it was that had him so agitated, but I went along with it all the same. I should have recognized the signs. Soon after, he got worse. He jumped me when I turned away, burying my face in the snow, trying to suffocate me. I still don't know what he found in the ice to enrage him so. Quote, lucky for me, the ground gave way and we both fell. I landed hard on the ice and desperately clawed my way to more solid ground. I was running on adrenaline. I didn't notice the pain. I just knew that if I was going to die, I didn't want it to be in the frozen water beneath me. When you fall into a frozen lake, you don't just drown or freeze to death. Your whole body seizes up from the cold. Every instinct tells you to swim for the side, but your body won't let you. You gradually dip under the surface, your last breath expelled when you fell. But you don't drown there and then. Your body shuts everything down, survives on what strength you have left. You can last for an hour just floating there, slowly dying. So now I'm lying here, my soaked Gore-Tex slowly freezing me in place, me on one side of the lake, Jono trapped on the other. I'm worried about him. From what I can see from this side, his arm is dislocated, his shoulder blade fractured, and his wrist broken. I can't hear anything he yells, but he looks to be constantly muttering to himself, testing the ice with a crowbar from his pack. I don't know how he can stand the pain, or where his strength is coming from, but at any rate, something strange happened to him. Fortunately for me, he cannot cross the ice. It'll give way under his weight. The only way to cross would be to carefully spread your weight evenly across the surface, and he looks in too much of a rush for that. There's a lot of drugs in my system right now. I have another bottle of painkillers. There's enough to finish the job. I'd always said that I'd rather die pushing the boundaries than drift away in my sleep. I guess I didn't mean that after all. I'd rather gently slip away than die cold or bleeding. Ah, that's sad. Where's the body, though? Not that I want to see it, I just mean, just noticing that. Joe Freeman and Jono. Ominous whispering. It's not like there's a carbon copy of me inside the artifact. It's like there's a carbon copy of me inside the artifact, except that there's more than one, and they're not very good copies. I noticed there's a seam. You can faintly see a seam in it when you walk along it. 10-to-1 it... Yep! 10-to-1 it breaks along that seam. Let's see if I know how to do this. Oh. Haha. It's just like a jump puzzle. You can't stay on it or it'll sink. Oh, well. Almost. That third one I didn't expect. That one was my bad. Yeah, let's turn off the glow stick. That's not exactly helping me. There's gonna be a break here. Break here. Oh, that's what he said, testing it with his crowbar. I get it. There's a spot here. Ooh, there's something over there. Huh, a crowbar and a hand. freezer crowbar. Very well engraved. I'm gonna make an assumption. The hand ominously lets go when cut off. Yeah, slight reference there, I believe. The guy's name was either Joe or John Freeman, and there's a crowbar. I'm going to call that a Half-Life reference to Gordon Freeman. I'm expecting this to not break, and that I can't walk across it either. That's weird. That's certainly not a hint right there. Oh, crud! Oh, that was my own doing. I didn't expect that piece to break. How are there holes? How are we still this close to the surface? I thought we were supposed to be like almost to the ground. I mean, almost very deep underground. I'm gonna stumble all over my words here, aren't I? Wait, these don't sink? All this time I've been rushing across things thinking they're gonna sink under me. Well, since I got the crowbar, I'm going to go ahead and call this episode and save here. And I will see you next time.